How do I help give my pregnant girlfriend privacy after she has our baby? So I, 26 male, have been with my 24 female girlfriend for 2 years now. We found out she's pregnant and we're absolutely thrilled. Now on to what I need advice for. So my girlfriend is a quite modest person when it comes to bodily functions. I don't know if it's due to upbringing, but she's the type that would die inside if it's even acknowledged that she poops and farts. I've been doing my research so I can help her out while she's pregnant, and I've also been doing my research on parenting. From what I've read, a lot of the times help is needed when going to the bathroom after labor. Of course I'll help my girlfriend gladly, but I just don't know how to keep her from being embarrassed. And whenever I've read that women might need help with the bathroom after labor, what does that usually entail? I know this sounds like something that would be an issue, but my girlfriend is very private about that stuff. All advice is appreciated! Keep your bathroom stocked with literally the biggest pads available. They're the overnight ones, they're pretty hard to miss. Also gauze and flushable wipes and nursing pads. It's a mess down there after you give birth, so just keep those things handy. Also Aquaphor. It helps with a bunch of stuff. Also a larger bathroom garbage with a lid, because most things aren't actually flushable, and she's not going to want you to look in the garbage. It's literally so messy the first few weeks. The most important thing is to be supportive. The supreme messiness lasts a few weeks, but it gets better after that. My stepmom was my dad, AF. My stepmom was my dad's AP. This is my first time using Reddit, and English is not my first language. When I, 22M, was for my dad, 42M, divorced my mom. About a year later he introduced me to my stepmom, 42F. She had 2 twin girls, N and D, 22F. They married only a few months and went on to have 3 more kids, G, M, L, M, and sulfur monofluoride. My father adopted N and D because their biofather was not involved. I've always considered all 5 of them, N, D, G, L and S, my siblings, and we've never used step or half to refer to each other. When I was 6, shortly after G's birth, my mom passed away in a car accident, and because of it I started to live with my dad full-time. My relationship with my stepmom improved from there. She never adopted me, however she, along with my dad, kept my mom's memory alive by keeping in touch with my maternal grandparents and other relatives and visiting her grave with me on special days. I started calling her mom when I was around 7 or 8, and she refers to me as her eldest child. Me and the twins are the same age, but I was born first. After I turned 18 I started to work, but I continued to live with my parents. Last week I was in the attic when I found a photo album that I have never seen before. I opened it and I saw several pictures of my dad, my stepmom and the twins when they were babies, which made no sense to me because, like I said, we were toddlers when our parents met. I decided to confront my parents about it. They were sit alone in the kitchen and asked them how they met. They told the same story, that soon after my dad's divorce he met my stepmom through a mutual friend. When they were done I placed one of the pictures on the table and told them that I wanted the truth. I could tell by my dad's face he understood what I meant. My dad told me that his marriage with my mom was going through a hard time because of my mom's infertility issues. One day he met my stepmom and things escalated quickly, and when he was ready to leave my mom she found it out that she was pregnant, but so did my stepmom at the same time. He lied to my mom several times so that he could spend time with my stepmom and Tay twins. One day he admitted to my mom that he was having an affair and they got divorced. I looked at my stepmom and she was in tears. Tay both tried to say sorry, but I just couldn't stay in that house any longer. I'm currently staying at my GF's parents' house. I have talked to G, L and S, it pained me a lot, and G has said that S has cried for me, and that just breaks my heart. I have refused to talk with my parents or to N and D. The 3 of them lied to me. I feel like my life was built on lies and I am lost. I do not know what to do. I still love my sisters and my parents, but they, especially my parents, have hurted me so much. Edit. Fix typo. Unfortunately it's going to take time, bud. And they're going to have to realize they need to earn your trust and respect back. It's all fair saying sorry now, but you've had your entire life up till now where they've essentially lied to you about everything, and it's going to cause you a lot of emotions. Maybe reach out to your grandparents and maybe ask what they knew, as you've kept in touch and they must have known some of this too. Maybe ask your girlfriend and her parents for some time to talk and get their advice, as you're going to need to talk about it, as if you don't it may build up more resentment. Bro, karma can't be real. Your mom was lied to, cheated on, then left, and as a reward, She died in a car accident, and the persons that she probably thought ruined her life get to play hero stepmom and father. That's so sick. Go put some flowers on your mama grave. Sounds like she had it rough. Once a cheater, always a cheater? A father of one of the kids my husband coaches, 43 male, recently reached out to me, 44 female, via Facebook Messenger and told me that my husband was sending his girlfriend inappropriate messages for months. We have been married since April of this year and he started sending her messages 2 months after we got married. I almost didn't believe him because I was in such shock. I thought our relationship was perfect. The guy did send me screenshots, and then I reached out to her, and I got the entire set of messages from her. The messages started off innocently asking if his daughter was safe to be around the husband, but turned into some very inappropriate sexual questions about her. He also commented on how hot she was in her bikini pictures and asking if she got enough eggplant. When I confronted my husband, he denied that it was inappropriate, and then later apologized and said it was inappropriate, but he thought, because when I have too much to drink, we make sexual jokes around other people, basically his family, but it's just joking about sex and he's right next to me. I have a hard time believing that is his actual reason. He also reached out to me when he was engaged to someone else, and asked if I would meet up for drinks. I did not meet with him, or cheat with him. I ignored the message because I saw he was engaged. I had known him for a while. He had said at this point he knew she was cheating on him, and their relationship was pretty much over, but he was living with her and didn't want to move his kids. Now his ex-wife told me that he cheated on her many times, and she ended up having a private investigator follow him and his records on all the girls he cheated on her with. Should I let the past be the past and only focus on this current issue, or should I realize that he's going to keep doing this over and over again? He always told me that his ex-wife wouldn't have sex with him and that's why he ended up cheating on her with his next girlfriend, but he didn't tell me about all the others. I don't know what to think right now. We both have kids, but not together. Thanks for listening. Any advice? Yeah, he's gonna cheat, it's just a matter of time. That's not once, that's lots of times. The past can be the past, but it's shown a pattern. Ignoring that type of past is just going to lead you down the same path as his ex-wife. Honestly, he'd be cheating on you right now if the girl he was messaging was on board with it. Usually I say try to work things out, but it wasn't like he cheated once. It's habitual. You even caught him red-handed trying to do it again. With no kids between you, this is a no-brainer. Though it's tough to deal with what you are now, sorry you have to. Thankfully you found out now instead of after investing more time and energy into the relationship. I'd say thank the couple that told you the truth, then cut ties with Cheaty McGee. Sue, he cheating on his then wife with you and he told you a bullshit story of her cheating on him but he was still living with her so you believed him and now he's cheating on you. Please correct me if I'm wrong because that's what I read it as. Me and my partner got into a car crash and she saying that we should never see each other again. Me 23 and her 22 female, last night a 18-wheeler rear-ended us while in the right lane. He speed up behind us and keep pushing us that made our car drift into the middle of the highway where we got hit again by a SUV. We have concussion, I have a broken nose and she has bruises all over our back. All day we haven't been able to move around without being in pure agonizing pain. While I was on her bed, she said this is the sign from the universe that we shouldn't talk again. And I looked at her and said yay, I understand you gone need a couple of weeks, and she said no, we need to go our separate ways. I began to become frustrated cause the accident wasn't my fault. How was I supposed to know a truck was going to rear-end us? And she said it just time for us to think about ourselves. What do you think she means by all this, and why would someone want to break up after a traumatic experience? I mean, I get I'm responsible cause I was the driver, but if the tables were turned I wouldn't have opened my mouth to say I would break up. First, I'm glad you are okay and not severely hurt. Those 8-wheelers are no joke. What your girlfriend might be experiencing might not be related to guilt at all. After having a possible death, she might be thinking, is this the life I want? And thus her wanting to separate might be related to that. If this is not the case, it might be that she is a person who believes in superstitious and sees this accident as, the universe is telling me something. The third option might just be that the concussion was more severe than you know. Slightly smiling face. Sorry for the joke. In any case, I'm not sure what your options are in case she made up her mind. Sounds like she's been wanting to break up for a while and she's just using this experience as the reason. It really doesn't matter why she wants to end things. She broke up with you and you should move on.